It's bad. Mindy's been sick.
Mm.
Um, and I wasn't feeling good on Tuesday. Like Tuesday, I was like, my stomach was just rolling,
Mm.
and yeah, I wasn't feeling very good. And then
I had the same thing
Harper
on.
was sick, and
Yeah,
yeah.
it's weird.
Hmm.
I had it on Monday. Like stomach was upset.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know what it was. It was just like I
Mm.
couldn't. It's like I went to work, but I
Yeah.
was like not. I was not feeling it. But anyway, okay. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. Are you sure that was a pause there? Okay. All right. Three, two. Hello. Welcome back to This Podcast Takes Tokens. I'm Ryan, joined by my brother Derek. You've hit the show, or you've reached the show where you're listening to the show, you're watching the show, whatever. It's a show where we talk about the things we grew up loving, the things that we watched, that we read, games that we played. I don't know, whatever strikes our fancy that week. That's what we're going to talk about this week. We are going to be talking about, you ever watching a movie or you're watching a TV show and you're like, I've seen that guy somewhere. Where is that guy from? We're going to discuss that guys, our favorite that guys
Yeah.
from TV and movies, and
We're gonna name them too.
we're gonna name them. We're fine. They're
They will no
finally
longer be
gonna
that
get
guy.
they're finally gonna be somebody. So
Mm.
anyway, stick with us after this little intro here, and we'll get the show going.
See y'all back. Your local video store card.
A comic book in your back pocket.
Games with no tutorials.
Music you had to discover.
And drinking water straight from the hose.
These are the things us millennials remember fondly. We are the Jennings brothers.
Join us after the streetlights come on
as we race our bikes from the top of the hill
right down memory lane.
Exchange those quarters because this podcast takes tokens.
All right, this podcast does take tokens. Yeah, here we are. Going over our top 5. I have top 5. You have a top 5. We will see if we match up at all.
I got alternates, so if we list the same one, I have another one to go for.
I didn't have alternates. I had a very hard time with this because I couldn't.
Oh, really?
I couldn't think of the guy. I didn't know who I was looking for. I'm like, I know his face, but I don't know what I'm looking for. Yeah, exactly. So I've got exactly 5. You're gonna save the day if we hit some of the same people. So I guess I'll go ahead and go first with this.
Yeah.
So this may not be a that guy to everybody, but I think it is to a lot of people. Donald Logue. He's
Donald.
He was in Grounded for Life. He was the dad in the TV series
the first
Life.
Blade movie.
He was in the first Blade movie. Sons of Anarchy. He was in The Patriot. He played Harvey Bullock in Gotham. He was in ER too. He was in a couple episodes of ER.
You're stepping on me a little bit here, but I've noticed that most everybody on my list was on ER at some point.
Yeah. My wife's been watching through it, and like I'll be in there with her, and like I'll watch because they're interesting episodes. It's a good show, and I'll be watching it. And I'm like, whoa, that's Donald Logue, or whatever it is in there.
There's always somebody.
It is. It's just it's one of those shows. I think I don't know. Like I think every generation has a show like that eventually like you rewatch it and you're like, oh my gosh, there was all these big actors that came out of this, show.
Is it Logue or Luge? I thought it was Luge.
I thought it was Logue.
No, I've never heard anybody say it, so I guess it goes either way.
Okay. Well, anyway, love this guy. Anything he's in, I love it. I loved Grounded for Life.
Yeah.
We'll have to do like an episode or 2 on that sometime. That was a good show. And he's just great. And he's great in anything he's in. He does comedy so well, and he does some drama, and you just you see him in a lot of stuff. And Yeah, I don't know. So
I
Donald
think it
Logue.
was either right before or right after. I think it was right before Grounded for Life. He did I think a self-financed independent film called The Tale of Steve,
Oh,
and
interesting.
he starred in it. I remember it was pretty decent. It was a kind of like a um it was one of those movies where they're like they kind of have like a moral message, I guess. Like he's just kind of trying to
Hmm.
figure out who he is. It's kind of like a slice of life, like, almost midlife crisis type of movie.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I remember it was fun. I enjoyed it. I watched it whenever I was like 20. I can't remember exactly what it was about
Okay.
now that I think about it.
Okay.
But yeah. So I
Interesting.
remember
Yeah.
I was like, I remember at the time I saw that, and I remember he had been in a bunch of stuff that I'd seen, and I was like, oh, that guy, he's got his own movie. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
He's a that guy. He's a that guy.
he's
That's
a
why
that
he's on the
guy.
list. He's a that guy.
That's
Yeah.
right.
All right. Who's your number one? Or
All
number
right.
5? Whatever. These are not in any particular order.
No particular order. I'm gonna go with. Let's see here. Yeah, she's a pretty decent one. I'm trying to pick one. Okay, I'm gonna go with Mary Pat Gleason. Have you heard of Mary Pat Gleason?
Mary Pat
All
Gleason.
right, she's not on your list. All right, that's good.
Yeah.
She was in Mom. She was in Blended. She was in Chuck. She was in Bruce Almighty. She was in Evolution. She had a long stint in the 80s
Oh,
and 90s. She was
yeah.
on ER, Friends, Lois and Clark, Step by Step, Duckman, Secret World of Alex Mack, Blossom, Coach, Perfect Strangers, Full House, Saved by the Bell, Law and Order, or LA Law, Night Court, Who's the Boss, etc., etc. She was a big character actor in the 80s and 90s. 178 credits on her IMDb
Wow.
page.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, she is a definitive that gal, if you will.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's just like always been in stuff, and I always see her pop up, and she always kind of plays like a character that is gonna like bring a little heat, a heat check
Yeah.
to the performance, if you will. And yeah, so I've always enjoyed seeing her pop up and stuff. She's very comforting. She's like apple pie, it's comfort to see her pop up and stuff. So
Sure.
I had her.
I like that. I like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so I will admit I had to jump on here and type her into Google to,
Yeah.
like, okay, now, but again, that's this whole thing. Like,
That's the whole thing. That's
now
right.
there's a face to or a name to the face. So yeah, I've seen her in quite a bit of
Yeah.
stuff. Oh, she passed away in 2020. Didn't
She
realize
did.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of those people. Yeah, you see her face and you're like, I know her. I've seen her in other stuff. Like they have that
Yeah.
memorable face. Yeah.
Mhm,
She's one of the tops for me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very yeah, man, that's 100 and some credits to her name.
178. Yeah.
That's quite a bit. That's quite a bit.
That's a lot. Yeah. What do you got for number 2?
Okay, I'm gonna beat you on the 100
Right.
and what do you say, 97 credits?
178.
178 credits. Okay. Eric Roberts. Have you heard of Eric Roberts?
Yes. He's married
Okay.
to Julia Roberts, wasn't he? No, he's Julia Roberts' brother.
Yeah, yeah. So those that don't know, he's I think his biggest credit is he was the kind of the sleazy guy in the Killers Mr. Brightside music video.
Okay.
And then he was one of the gangsters in The Dark Knight. He's been in the Expendables. I looked it up. He was in he was nominated for an Oscar years ago for Runaway Train. I've never seen Runaway Train, but now I'm kind of interested to see it. Take a guess. Because we don't have our Rotten Tomato scores or our budget things that we usually take guesses on this week. Take a guess how many credits are to his name in IMDb.
362.
So far off. 900 credits in
Wow,
IMDb. Yeah.
900 credits. I was gonna try and top it, but I can't.
I was scrolling through there because this is one of the, like, when we first started talking about this is like the guy that I was like thinking about. Like this is the that guy. And so I was like, okay, but I gotta find some things that people will know that he's been in, some popular movies. And I am like on IMDb scrolling because he's just like these little bit parts, or he's like in like a short movie, or like just this little episode over here of Law and Order or something. And it's just like this giant list. And I finally like scrolled back up to the top. I'm like, how many things has he been in? And 900 credits. I'm just like, my gosh.
Wow.
So then I just Googled like, what are his major movies that he's been in? Because I didn't have the time to scroll through all that. But man, that's impressive to have that many and to not be as well known as he is.
I think he is. He's
yeah.
well-known
You think
enough. I think he's well known as far. I think he's like a Stephen Tobolowsky or Wallace Shawn. You know, like if you know character actors, I feel like you know Roberts.
Yeah,
be my guess.
Yeah, fair enough.
I've heard
I guess
the name. I've seen him in stuff.
Like I said, I think a lot of people maybe our age will know. Mr. Brightside was such a big hit, like the song, and I think anybody that knew that song or that had seen the music video is gonna be like, oh yeah, that's the guy he's talking about. But, yeah. How about you? Your next one.
All right, number 2 for me. Let's see here. I'm gonna go with one that I'm hoping you don't have on your list. I'm gonna guess you don't have on your list. Clancy Brown.
I've got him. No, I don't have him on my list.
Clancy Brown. Most people will probably know him as Captain Hadley in The Shawshank Redemption. He's the one on the rooftop. That confronts him, gives him the beers or whatever. I think one of the earliest memories I have of him is as Gus in Pet Sematary 2.
I see. Never watched Pet Sematary 2. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. But recently he's played the U.S. president in Fallout. He's played a character on Resident Alien. I don't watch the show, so I'm not familiar with it. He plays the sheriff, Big Hank, in Good Cop, Bad Cop. He was on Dexter New Blood as Kurt Caldwell, the first season of New Blood. And probably one of his biggest credits, he plays Mr. Krabs, the voice of Mr. Krabs on the SpongeBob SquarePants series.
I was just looking at that. That's so funny.
And he's got so much voice work. Like you look through his credits, and he's got 354 credits, and I think a good 70% of it is just voice work stuff that he's done. And
that's wild.
He has a credit for ER.
Does he?
He does.
I didn't look to see. I'm curious if Eric Roberts was ever on.
Oh, I bet he was. Everybody was on ER.
Yeah. Was Eric Roberts?
Yeah, Clancy Brown. Is it that guy? And I always see him pop up in something like, oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking through here. So Starship Troopers, he was in that. I'd forgotten he was in that. Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
And Highlander. He was in Highlander.
Highlander. Okay, I've never seen Highlander. I think Shawshank is probably like the biggest one that most people would know him from.
Yeah.
Or Mr. Krabs.
Mr. Krabs is it. People are gonna know. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. That's right. So ridiculous. If I were him, that'd be a badge of honor. Like that is my defining role. Mr. Krabs.
Like he doesn't have to. He gets to pick what work he wants to do from now on. He doesn't have to worry about money. He's got that Mr. Krabs money, making him Krabby Patties there.
That's right.
Which you think about like SpongeBob, and you hear that voice, and you don't picture this face.
No, you don't. No, that's a good voice actor. When their voice is masked, and you just don't know.
Them.
Yeah, you don't hear like what's her face that plays Bobby in King of the Hill. Like when I found out that she did the voice for him, I'm like, you're
Murphy.
kidding me.
Oh no, but King of
not
Bobby,
Brittany. Yes, not Brittany Murphy, but I know. She's a that gal.
She's apparently. A that guy. She's a I can't remember her name, but
that's a good voice actor. That's a good voice actor. Okay,
number 3.
My third one here. Jeffrey Jones I figured you might have this one.
Jeffrey
on here.
Jones. No, I don't have that
Jeffrey
one on. But I know who you're
Jones.
talking
Okay,
about.
you know what I'm talking. Yeah, Beetlejuice. He was in Sleepy Hollow, Amadeus. Notably, the principal from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah.
And he was in Stuart Little. He's been in he's been in a
So
ton
much.
of stuff. He a lot of 80s and early 90s stuff. But yeah, he was
He
on
kind of
a
dropped
roll
off in
there
the
for
mid 2000s.
He did. Yeah, he did. But he never really had. I mean, I know in Beetlejuice, I guess that was a bigger role, but I don't ever feel like he had like a starring role. It was more like he wasn't like the marquee like drawing.
Yeah, I think he was just under the stars there.
Yeah,
like it was like everybody on the poster, and then it was him.
Mm-hmm. But he always like everything that I've watched him. Well, maybe not Stuart Little, but most of his stuff, he always just plays like this kind of a jerk, this kind of sleazy guy, and he just does. There's a place for people that can act like that, and it is great. It's great. Like I think it's, if you can make a career off that, go for it, because there's not everybody can do that and do it well to where you just do not like half the characters that they portray in movies.
All right.
Jeffrey Jones.
Jeffrey Jones. All right. Let me see here. So my next one, what do we got now? I've done 2 or 3.
You've done 2.
2. Okay, so we're going to number 3. I'm going to give you Keith David.
Keith, that name sounds so
Keith
familiar.
David. He plays Childs in The Thing.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yep.
General Kimsey in Armageddon. He's Dr. Facilier in The Princess and the Frog. He plays the Arbiter voice in Halo, in the Halo franchise.
That's right. Yes. Oh my gosh, he does so good as the
Guster
Arbiter.
in Psych. He was on ER.
Yeah.
He was on Requiem for a Dream. He was Mr. Big Tim. The Replacements, Lindell. There's Something About Mary. He's Mary's dad. Most people probably recognize him for that, or The Thing, maybe Armageddon, or you recognize his voice work. One of the biggest voice works, I think, for me, he plays Goliath, the voice of Goliath, in the Gargoyles animated series they had.
Yeah.
That was a good one. But he's got 413 credits to his IMDb.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah,
he has his voice is it's distinct. Yeah, and it's good. It's good. And like that's one of my favorite things about Halo 2 is the Arbiter. And I wish we would have gotten to see more of the Arbiter and the subsequent
I think he was in
installments.
2 and 3, I think is all there was, right?
Yeah, but were you able to play as him in 3? It's been so long since I've played 3. I can't remember.
I don't remember. You played him as in 2, right? Like
like half the campaign was you playing as the Arbiter, and then the other half was, of course, Master Chief. And the Arbiter was so good. Oh my gosh, he was so good. And then I'm also looking, and he was in They Live. Have you watched They Live?
No, I have not.
Oh man, we're gonna have to put that on the list. I don't know if
I've heard that's a good one.
Yeah,
like
it's good.
B horror movie.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, man,
he
is. Keith David.
Got some credits.
Man,
that voice, good timbre, really great enunciation with that, just like a great pairing. Yeah.
Yep.
He's a vocal acrobat, if you will.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, what do you got? Number 3.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna absolutely butcher this name. You may even have to. You may have to bring this up.
Number 4, isn't it?
Yeah, my number 4.
Yeah.
Zeljko Ivanek. Type it in. ZELJKO IVANEC. As soon as you see him, you'll know him. He was in Heroes. He's in Walking Dead, Dead City.
Oh yeah.
Been just at a ton. I think he was in an ER episode. A ton.
Sure.
of like just he was in Argo. That was another, and Black Hawk Down. But most of his credits are like 1 or 2 episodes in various television series. And every time I see him, I'm like, gosh, like I've seen that guy in everything. What's his name? And I never just, I've never tried to look it up until now. And Yeah, most of the stuff I've seen him in, he's playing just a complete jerk, and he does a great job at that. But yeah, Ivanek. I'm just gonna call him Ivanek. I don't know. I know Ivanek. Yeah, but yeah. Have you seen him? I'm sure you've seen him in different things.
Yeah, I've seen him in a lot of stuff. Now that I have a face to go with the name, the name is definitely. I might be holding him back a little bit.
You know what? I agree. How are you going to build that?
Go by Zev Ian or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or at the same time, it's unique enough that you recognize it when you see it. If you pay attention enough to notice it.
Yeah.
Or to note it, if you will.
Yeah.
Zeljeko
Ivanek.
Zeljeko Ivanek. I think that's what it is. Zeljeko Ivanek. See, now it's just going to roll off the tongue. Zeljeko Ivanek.
Yeah, that's it. Have you seen that new Zeljeko Ivanek movie? Oh yeah, I have. Hey, let's start a Zeljeko Ivanek fan club. Yeah, like, are you a member? I'm a card carrying member of the Zeljeko Ivanek fan club, and
absolutely.
Yeah. Anyway, that's him. That's my fourth guy. We're 20 minutes in, man. This is going to be a short episode, but we may have to hit your honorable mentions on here too.
We can play it. That's all right. Okay, so what? I'm at number 4 now. And really, I just need to eliminate 2 off of my list. All right, I'm gonna give you. Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with another woman, Milena Linsky. You'll recognize her from a movie we did, Detroit Rock City. She played that girl that was going out of town. She was also in The Frighteners as like a sheriff.
Milena Linsky.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She was Rose on 2.5 Men.
Yeah, and then she was in the first season of The Last of Us. She was in the first season of The Last of Us.
Yep. That was recently. She was in The Last of Us, Candy, and Yellow Jackets. Is like her most recent stuff.
And I believe
102 credits.
She's been on ER.
Wouldn't doubt it.
I think I've seen her on there.
I don't have it noted here, so I got to think maybe not, because I'm pretty sure I started noting everywhere I saw it when he was on ER.
Oh, okay.
Because I thought maybe I'm gonna do all people that are ER and have that as a secret.
We'll just do an episode like who's been on ER. That'll just be a list of that.
Oh, we can do an episode of like, were they or weren't they on ER? And then that'll be a good trivia thing.
Yes. Yeah, she is.
Yeah, good. She's been in a lot of stuff. I see her pop up. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, she's gonna bring it. She does really good with both the comedy and the drama, I feel like.
Yeah.
And great character actor. Like whatever character she's playing, she brings it. Like think about like whenever she plays Rose on 2.5 Men, like playing that little obsessive loony neighbor character.
Sure.
Like Last of Us playing the Kathleen character, a little more militant. Well thought out, methodical, kind of was she a villain? I can't remember. She was a villain.
Yeah,
right?
she was. She was a villain. Yeah, she ended up being a villain.
Yeah. So
she was in an episode of Law and Order SVU, I think. Oh, okay. And I remember that it was like her and this guy that she was dating, like they had kidnapped this girl and they had like, I don't know, they'd had her like locked up in a bathroom or something. And anyway, like the whole thing, like she ends up getting away at the end of it because like she just plays it like she's the victim of this whole thing. And then when they realize that she's in on it, she's gone.
She, what's his name from? Well, I can't even think of the name of the movie now. Usual Suspects.
Yeah.
The bad guy.
I know all these people's names. Kevin Spacey. Until like you're asking me what their names are.
Yeah, the character name.
I couldn't tell you that. I couldn't tell you that. Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Blanking. Anyways.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on.
We're gonna move on.
Milena Linsky.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, she's always good. What do you got? Right. Number 5.
My number 5. Clint Howard. Ron
Clint
Howard's
Howard.
brother. Yeah. Ron
Yeah.
Howard, the popular, Andy Griffith Show and Happy Days and American Graffiti, and then went on. He's a great director now. His brother Clint has been in several things. Most notably, Apollo
Everything that
13.
his brother does.
Yep,
he
everything is
gets
brother.
cast in.
Frost Nixon. He was radar operator in the Austin Powers franchise.
That's right.
Those are always good. Paco and the Water Boy. He was the radio DJ in That Thing You Do.
Yeah.
He's just been in a lot. And I don't really feel like he ever has gotten the credit he deserves. I think he's a very, very good
Brilliant
actor.
Character actor. Yeah.
Excellent. But again, he's one of those people that he's
He
a that
recognizes
guy.
his face, but not the name.
Yep. He's got a very distinct face too.
Yeah.
I feel like.
I would argue though that Clint Howard gets a little bit. He might get nudged out of this category just a little
You
bit.
think
Only
so?
because of his brother. Only because of his brother.
You think so?
I think so. I think there's an argument to be made. But I have a list right at the end that we'll go into that'll kind of like address some of that, my concerns with this category. But yeah, Clint Howard, that's a good one.
He was on the Andy Griffith Show as well. I forgot about that. He was on there. Yeah.
I had to get
Clint.
Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Not to be confused with Clint Eastwood.
No, very close though.
Very
close.
in
their grit, I guess.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Number 5 for me. John Carroll Lynch. He was for me, I got introduced as the brother Steve Carey to Drew Carey on the Drew Carey Show. He ended up marrying Mimi. The whole thing.
Oh yeah.
He was also in Fargo. He played Norm Gunderson, Francis McDonald's husband, I believe.
Yep.
He was in more recently The Founder. He plays Mac McDonald, one of the McDonald's brothers who started the McDonald's company. He plays one of the brothers. Also in The Walking Dead as Eastman. One episode he plays. He captures. Oh, what's his name? I can't remember the character's name off the top of my head. But he captures one of them and kind of teaches him calm, if you will. And it changes the whole character arc for this guy. And Drew Carey Show, as I mentioned, he was in Gone in 60 Seconds and Face Off, both times playing kind of a similar character.
Yeah.
141 credits to his name. Most recently, I've seen him in The Big Sky TV show. He plays twin brothers. I think there's 2. There might have been a third. I can't remember.
He plays twin brothers.
Huh. Yeah. And
interesting.
Yeah. So John Carroll Lynch.
He was also in, I think it was season 4. Well, he probably wasn't here. Season 4 of American Horror Story, the freak show season. He was the clown.
He's been in a lot of stuff.
He's been in a lot of stuff.
Mention the things that I've seen him in or recognized him from. But 141 credits, so he's got a decent amount for sure.
Yeah.
ER we were talking about. I think that's the game. We list the actor, and then you identify, were they on ER or were they on Law and Order?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I was gonna say like ER or Law and Order. Yeah.
ER or Law and Order.
Yeah, that might
hospital
be
or courtroom. I don't know.
Yeah, one or the other. Do like a 6 degrees of ER.
Right. All right, so that's our 5. You got
that's our 5. That's it.
That guy.
That's my 5.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff. I got a couple more here if you want to discuss.
Yeah, go for it. Please go for it.
Matt Walsh.
Matt Walsh.
You'll recognize him from Old School, Road Trip, and maybe Bad Santa or Elf. He was also the DA in Arrested Development.
Yeah.
I Love You, Man. He played the ER doctor on the Hangover movie. Agent Rourke in the 2016 Ghostbusters movie. He was also in Christmas with the Cranks. He played one of the neighbors. Veep is probably one of his biggest roles. He plays Mike in Veep, which I think is her public relations
I
officer,
think that's
if I
right.
remember
It's been a
correctly.
long time since I've watched Veep, but yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's right. Yeah.
More recently, the movie Novocaine, he plays one of the cops, tracking down our main character there.
hmm
And Ghosts, he plays Elias Woodstone in Ghosts. He's showed up, I think, about once a season. He shows up. And,
I've been meaning to watch that because we had discussed that. I don't know. It's been maybe a year and a half ago. I don't remember
Yeah.
what we were talking about, but you had mentioned Ghosts, and I've been like, oh, I got to watch that, and I forget about it. And all you'll tell me now, and in a year from now, we'll be talking about somebody else's in Ghosts. I'm like, oh yeah, I need to watch that.
That's one of my daughter's favorite shows. It's one that we all watch
Is it
together.
really? Yeah.
I enjoy that one. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But all right, yes, Matt Walsh. That was one of my alternates. Another one, Robert Prosky. You may recognize him as Mrs. Doubtfire. He plays the producer Jonathan that Robin Williams' character is trying to get a series.
Oh yeah.
He was also the projectionist Nick in Last Action Hero.
Yep.
Death to Smoochie, he plays a network executive. He also plays, I think, the neighbor Wally in The Great Outdoors. He's got 79 credits to his total. He was also in The Practice. I watched that one. He was in there for a few episodes. But yeah.
He was in Gremlins too.
Oh, that's right. Yes, he played the Dracula character.
Yep,
You're right.
Yep.
Yeah, I missed that one.
It's so funny with the gremlins that are with him and everything. Yeah. And yeah.
Yeah. So that's another that guy. You always see him pop up and you're like, oh man, your grandpa's on TV. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then I had some that I feel like are too big.
Okay.
Now I feel like they've grown out of.
You're gonna say Clint territory.
Howard. Clint Howard was one of them. I feel like they've grown out of the that guy category, and they are now A-list character actors. If that's a category we can make up right now.
Yeah.
This includes Clint Howard, Walter Goggins would be another big one, especially right now. Stephen Tobolowsky, I think, is like the iconic one. Lost you for a second.
Yeah, we did. Here, let's go back to.
There we go.
There we go. Yep. I hit the wrong button here. Yep.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, so Wallace Shawn, another one. He plays. He was on The Princess Bride. He was the guy that switched the goblets around and they got.
Oh yes. Yep.
The Sicilian or whatever. Never double cross. Never go against the Sicilian or when.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Luis Guzman. He was in Waiting. He was the chef that was dating the.
Yeah. He. Oh gosh. He anything. He did They recently did like a. Was it a FanDuel or something? It was one of those sporting. Those betting things. Anyway, he's like a bartender in it, and he's just. It's not really a lot that he does, but like they score something, and he's like, oh, and I don't know, but yeah, he just even in that he is great.
Yeah,
he's great. Yeah,
and now he's playing Gomez Adams in the Adams Family.
He is, yes,
Wednesday. Yeah,
yep.
So
it's great for him.
Like the perfect part for him. I feel like.
Yeah,
he
absolutely.
Just fits it so well.
Yeah.
A couple more here. Judy Greer. She was the. Let's see here. Arrested Development. She plays the receptionist with like that's cross-eyed.
Yeah.
Job is into.
Yeah.
And she was in like a lot of other stuff here and there too.
Yeah.
Stephen Root, another guy that I feel like has outgrown that guy status. Most notably, he was Milton in the Office Space movie. William Fitcher, another one that I feel like has outgrown that guy territory. He was the captain of the spaceship in Armageddon. He was also the bank manager in the Dark Knight movie.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah.
So those are my too big to name that guys.
Yeah. I like those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I got on
Yeah,
that, guys.
that's all you got. That's all I've got too. I really tried not to like just look people up to just add
Yeah.
them on the list, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will admit it was a struggle for me. Like after we decided we were going to do this, and I like sat down and I was trying to think of people. I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I picked the wrong thing because it was hard for me because I'm trying to think of like who have I seen in a lot of stuff? Okay, what's their name? And
Well, I don't know.
but yeah, I don't know what their name is. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're that guy. So yeah, but it's fun. It's fun. I like going through there and doing that. That was a lot of fun. And just you like some of these people, I'm like, oh, I forgot they were in that movie, or whatever.
I didn't know they were in that movie. Who
Yeah.
knew they were on ER?
Who knew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made so many stars out of that show.
That's right. They did. George Clooney, man. We wouldn't have George Clooney if we didn't have that.
That's true.
Yeah.
Or No Wild. But
that's true. That's true. Yep.
Retro Ramble.
Retro Ramble. Yes. Okay. Last week I asked you, you've got the time machine. So you've got the DeLorean. I'm going to just say the DeLorean in this one. It's not just any time machine. It's the DeLorean. You are blazing, hitting 88 miles an hour. You get one round trip to where you're going. You can stay there as long as you want. And then to come back. Where are you going?
Am I answering first or you answering first?
I started this up. You answer first. I'm curious.
All right. Well, if I've got the time machine and the hover conversion is working, I'm going to go back 20,000 years and I'm just going to like look around. I'm going to go exploring and just see what things look like. Get back to nature, if you will, and just kind of go around and like see what the world was like before mankind put its foot down.
Go back to nature in my flying stainless steel Mr. Fusion.
I just want to observe. I don't want to be down there and in it. I don't want to mess anything up or butterfly affect us out of existence. But I want to check it out.
Come back and the apes are in charge and
it's one round trip. Like you can't really get much done with it.
No, you can't.
Unless you go back and or you go forward and you learn the lottery numbers for tomorrow or something like that. But that's not fun. That's not fun.
No, it's not fun. It's not fun. And yeah, I mean, I feel like I would be nervous wherever I went to accidentally change something because you could do the slightest thing. Somebody you don't even know may
I may have hit a bug
see
on my
you
windshield.
And be like, what is a bug on your windshield? Like a bee that was supposed to pollinate this flower and like a whole, I don't know.
Now we don't have roses.
I'd be super nervous. That said, I'm kind of along the same lines as you. I would like to travel back to the United States, particularly like the Western, not the Southwest, but like the Western United States, like maybe around the Rockies and stuff like that. Back before Europeans had settled into it, you still got the Native Americans and everything, but just to see, like you're saying, nature, like just what was this like? What was this piece of land like before, I don't know, Denver was there, or just like whatever, like, oh my gosh. Cause I, anytime we go out that way, I just love it out there. And I love just being in like the tall trees and everything's just fresh and crisp. And, you've got little babbling brooks and lakes and it's just gorgeous. And I would love to see it before, when it was air quotes untouched, when the natives were there and, I would really like to do that.
Of all the national parks we visited, Yellowstone is the one that we talk about going back to the most.
Yeah.
That one was just so beautiful.
I liked what I saw of it. Unfortunately, when we went there, I think for 3 days, one full day, I was sicker than a dog. I was laying in the back of the truck, just like heaving and it was awful. It was awful.
Yeah.
But I did like what I saw, and I'd like, I was maybe 12 or 13. I'd like to go back, take my family now, and check it out again. But
Yeah, it's fun.
yeah, it's just
Good one.
something about that part of the country. It still feels untouched a little bit. You know,
I think by and large, compared to the rest of the U.S., it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just so much open space. You know, it's like you look. It's like the really the East Coast, the West Coast, and then like just the south part of the country are like heavily populated, and then you've just got this open expanse that's
landlocked.
That's right.
That's why, because it's landlocked, so people didn't populate it. That, and then before we could get there, we had Teddy Roosevelt go out and say, you know what, nobody touched this.
Thanks, Teddy.
And, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Appreciate you, Teddy.
Yeah. Stale popcorn.
Well, that was a good one. What do you got for stale popcorn?
Okay, stale popcorn. And this is along the same lines as our time machine. So I'm thinking about Back to the Future. The first Back to the Future. And Marty, before he travels back in time, it's Twin Pines Mall. And then he knocks he's at Peabody's house and he knocks, Lone Pines. I've wondered if do you think there's like a newspaper article in Hill Valley, like an old newspaper article talking about the Peabody family, like being encountering aliens? Because they never that happens. Like, the DeLorean smashes into the barn. They never really even though they see Marty's face, they're like, oh, he's mutating, and he's mutating into human form.
Shoot him now.
Shoot him now. Take this, you mutated son of a, which is so fun. Just a side note, it's so funny when Marty's standing there and the shotgun blasts beside him, and then he just falls back through that door. And, gosh, Michael J. Fox he's just brilliant in that movie. There's gotta be a newspaper article or something out there, right? Or do you think they just kept to themselves about it?
I think what happened was the Peabodys, they had all this stuff happen, and people are like, what happened to your farm? And he's like, oh yeah, alien spacecraft crashed into the barn and blew it up. And they're like, this crazy guy, he's out there trying to make trees, what was he trying to breed trees in a specific way? He probably blew
pine
up
trees,
a still or something like that.
Yeah.
They just chalked it up to some crazy accident that he had or whatever. We might have thought.
I think that's probably true, because even in the present day, before Marty initially goes back in time, crazy Doc Brown is he had some crazy idea about breeding pine trees, and the look on his face is man, he was nuts. So yeah, you're probably right.
But what was his idea about breeding pine trees? He wanted to just to make more pine trees, right? Just to breed pine trees? That's a thing. Selective breeding is a thing. Maybe it wasn't a thing in the 50s, but it's surely a science by the 80s, right?
I would think so. Right? I would think so. I don't know. But if that's the case, if he was doing
that theory, I think there's more to his breeding theory that is a little wild and out there that we don't get.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Doc would be it's selective breeding. That's a thing. That's how you get the best of something.
Yeah.
Through generations.
Or maybe Doc just thinks that's a lesser science.
Yeah, maybe it's geology or something.
Yeah, he's geology. It's that's not a real science. What's that? I think Sheldon says that in a Big Bang Theory episode. So funny. Anyway, you got any stale popcorn?
I do have a little stale popcorn for you. Yes. A bit of a retraction. I think it was our last episode. We discussed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. And I mentioned that April, they brought back the original April. It's not. It's the April from the second one that comes back in the third one.
Oh, is it really?
It is not the original April. So I wanted to clarify that it was not the original April that came back. I was just, I think, a little excited in our conversation. And that's not the case.
Yeah.
So, setting the record straight. I know it's the second April. It's not the original April, but nobody's called me on it so far, so
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Dare I say the better April?
I think the first one was better.
Do you?
Yeah, I think so. I liked her better.
Do you think Casey Jones is better than all of them?
He's definitely, like, in the third one, the strongest character for sure.
Oh,
but
sure.
if you look at him in the first one, he's not. Like, they kind of neuter him a little bit too much. He could have if we had Casey Jones from the third one and the first one,
Mm-hmm.
I could get a real contender there.
I think what had happened is that they wrote this script for the third one, and they had to make some
It was
cuts.
a Casey Jones
you know?
movie, and then
It was like it was a Casey Jones movie, yeah. And they're like, look, they're they shoot the film because we had discussed it looked like he had kind of been maybe scenes thrown in there, post
Yeah.
or something like that, and they're like, golly, these turtles look so bad. Like we've got to
let's punch up Casey Jones a little bit.
Let's bring Casey back. Let's.
Yeah. He's not just gonna be this time traveling weirdo. I think they sent him back somehow. Like he got sent back, and that's how he was like the pirate character or whatever that he was playing. But he had like amnesia or something like that. And
that's it.
There was a whole other plot that they ended up cutting out, and then they brought back Casey and they shot all that other stuff with him. Is my theory. And they tried to fix it with like reshoots and stuff.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
Nah, yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Now I see what you're saying. I thought you meant like that was the plan all along, and not like
I think it was the original plan. And then like it got
yeah.
scrapped after they had already shot everything with him, and they went back and did reshoots.
They had to because his character made zero sense in the past back then. It
no sense. Could have been
nobody else.
They had to do that.
Yeah, nobody else looks the same. Like you don't see April finding herself,
right?
As somebody else there,
and he's very cagey. Like anything that he says is really kind of cut out for the most part. Yeah, it's my theory.
Yeah.
Anyways, we got some gum under the seat.
Yep.
Still leftovers. We got a lot. We're gonna get through some more of them today, and then we'll save some for the next episode. So if you don't hear it here, we'll get to you. Be patient. Instagram, we were talking about Back to the Future 2 and possible Back to the Future, and in our Back to the Future 2 episode, we floated a theory of how they could reboot the franchise. And it's turned into a bit of it'd be really cool if they did it from the perspective of Biff trying to, correct his family trauma and kind of a redemption arc for the Biff family, if you will. So in that, somebody commented, I started listening to the podcast. Keep up the good stuff, brother. Happy I came across your page today. Appreciate that.
Awesome. Thank you.
One paparazzi. Paparazzi.
One paparazzi. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Got it.
At first I thought you were like, it's like a pizza joint. Like, it's paparazzis. Yeah.
Paparazzi.
Yeah. Now I get it. Now I get
pizza
it.
joint.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
On the same vein, I think all these comments come from that same conversation, so we're gonna keep that going. Another person, Big Z77, chimes in and says, "So more Biff Tannen? Okay, I'm on board."
Yes,
more Biff Tannen is what we need. Theodore 1983 chimes in and says, that is a good idea. I would agree. Thank you, Theodore.
I think that was your idea.
That was my idea. Yeah. And we kind of spitballed it in the comments section and it spread out a little more.
It was a good idea. It was a great idea.
It was a good Biff idea. Kevin Bosch wants to give us a little bit of a correction here.
Okay.
The Telltale game does not take place between 1 and 2. It starts after part 3 the next year as they're cleaning out Doc's home because he's gone for so long. I said, thank you for clarifying. And he says, no problem. The Telltale game can be quite confusing. To your point, I agree. The best option for a sequel, which they should never make, is to place it between the events of the trilogy and not after. And that was what our original idea was, is that if they were going to make a sequel to this movie, it would have to be somebody stumbles across the time machine and takes off with it. And the time machine is the only thing that carries off to any kind of sequel or reboot.
Yeah.
Which then the conversation in the comment section spun out into a Biff Tannen redemption arc.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Kevin, for saying that, because it has been so long since I played that Telltale game. Like, I had forgotten, I guess. So thank you.
I was going through my games last week, and I actually have it for the 360. I didn't realize I have it.
Oh, wow.
I have it in my 360 game, so I'll have to actually like pop it in and play it. I've never played it.
Yeah.
I think I got it in like a bundle of like used games I bought somewhere, and it's just like one of the ones. Yeah. But so I'm gonna have to try that one out. One more comment in that vein. Nightwing X7 says you could make a great story out of it, but you will never make a great movie out of it. It's a good point. The trilogy was perfect for all time, and the attempt to make additions will detract from it. And I would agree.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I commented as such. They should never make a sequel, but if they were gonna, this is how
right.
do it.
Yeah. Which I think that's what that we discussed that. That's that way with a lot of these franchises. Like,
absolutely,
just leave them be.
Leave them be.
They're fine as they are.
If there's enough there in the universe that you can expand off of it and make something else out of it, sure. I feel like it can be done, but it doesn't have to be done.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's all I got.
All right.
I'm going to hit you with the Retro Ramble.
Yeah.
And we can get to next week's episode next week, but we'll let y'all go a little early today.
Yeah.
Next week, we're going to be discussing the movie Chronicle. It's a special episode. I know that is not a 20-plus-year-old movie, but we kind of have a deal on this podcast now where once a year, we each get to pick something that, whatever it is that we want. And it doesn't have to follow the rules, but we can make whatever we want. And so next week's episode, I'm actually going to turn it over to Ryan.
Yeah.
He's going to do a Chronicle episode, and then I'll take the one after that, and then we'll flip it back to the way it normally is. But yeah, so next week we're going to be doing Chronicle, and I have a Retro Ramble for you. What is your earliest memory? Period. So think back really hard. What's the first thing you remember? It can be vague or it can be specific, but think back really hard and let's see what we come up with.
I see a bright light.
And with that, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to This Podcast Takes Tokens. Make sure you don't miss a single episode by subscribing wherever you are. As always, be kind, rewind, and we'll see y'all next time.
See you.
I had a quick panic moment. I was like, wait, it wasn't a movie. Which one do I select?
Oh.
Not that it matters. They're all the same.
Yeah, it doesn't make any difference. Yeah.
All right. Ooh. That was fun.
We made it to 15 minutes.
I definitely struggled like making my list too at first. And then like I was like, because I was thinking about it and I was like, I don't know what to think about. Like, who am I going to come up? Yeah. I was like, I was like you, I don't want to go on and like Google what's the top 5 that guys. So I was like, I'm gonna start with Stephen Tobolowsky because he's like kind of the definitive that guy for me. So I look him up and I'm going through his IMDb page, and then I start seeing other movies and I'm like a little inspired. I'm like, oh yeah, what about that guy? And then like it just kind of snowballed from there.
Yeah. I struggle with it. Yeah, Eric Roberts was my only one that I'm like, definitely like that
was the seed.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, Chronicle. Where can we watch that at?
I have it on disc. But it is on HBO Max.
That'll not be a problem.
Max. Is it Max now, or is it back to HBO Max? I don't know.
I think it's back to HBO Max. Wasn't this one like a found footage movie?
Well, sort of. Like it's like they're like they've got handy cams in some spots and they're recording things, but it goes back and forth between that and like actual cinematography. So
Your guy that I'm getting confused now. What was the guy's name? Couldn't pronounce it.
Ivan
Whatever.
Ivanek.
Yeah.
Zeljeko Ivanek.
Michael Kelly. I think I get them two swapped a little bit.
Kelly. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. You know who I always used to get swapped? It was Viggo Mortensen and Michael Fassbender.
Oh, okay, I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That might
Like
make
for
a good
quite
one.
a while.
Like the movie star doppelgangers.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. Yeah.
Well, all right, I'm gonna end the live stream. Thanks to anybody watching still. We'll catch y'all next week for Chronicle.
See ya. Yep. See you guys.